Alright, welcome to Cooking Conspiracy. We're just doing a quick lunch. We've got some ground lamb here. We're gonna make tacos out of it. We don't really have traditional taco ingredients, so maybe it's more of a gyro. But we'll season our meat, cook it up. Then we'll do like a sour cream sauce with some either feta or blue cheese or something on top with some diced onion. Should be pretty good, alright? Let's go ahead, get that pan preheating here. This should be quick, easy. Hopefully we'll be eating within 20 minutes here. So start off with our sauce while the flavors blend. Oh, what's going on, Danny? How you doing? Happy Sunday. Let's get a good amount of sour cream in there. That'll be the base of your sauce here. That's going to be more than you need, but that's okay. Better to have too much than too little. Get a quarter of a lemon in there. A couple seeds got in there, not too bad. You can remove that. Alright. Got some chili powder, that'll go in. Good amount. It's almost time for new garlic powder. Good amount of garlic in there. Yeah. Let's go some paprika as well. And a hit of salt, alright? You can add salt in other places here, so don't go too crazy about it. What's up, Kevin? Season's greetings, yep. I'm a Merry Christmas type, but happy holidays, Merry Christmas, you know, whatever you celebrate. Season greetings, that's cool too. Mix that up. That's going to be your nice little creamy sauce. You can dress it up more if you need to, but we ain't trying to win a Michelin star here. We're just trying to make lunch. Merry Christmas, Danny. Hold on. Yeah, so you got your sauce made. Alright, so we're making progress here, believe it or not. What is this, about a pound? Yeah, so if we take a quarter of that, it's about 4 ounces. That should be plenty of lamb for today. And guess what? This really isn't super complicated, but you just let that preheat a little bit longer. So for your lamb on your seasoning, we're going to go kind of the Mediterranean blend or whatever. So we're going to do salt, oregano, black pepper, thyme. Sure, a little bit of paprika won't hurt. Well, it's a little bit of chili. Oh, I appreciate that, Dustin. You know, I really do. So let's go ahead, add a little bit of olive oil in there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. Probably should dice some of the onion up beforehand, but that's okay. No, lamb is not better than steak. Lamb mint steaks are better, yeah. It's different. Depends on what you're trying to do with it. What's up, Rabina? How you doing? Yeah, you know, I'll just let that cook for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Onions did go in, you know. No, just kind of like lamb tacos, gyros, whatever you want to call them, gyros. Yeah, I'll have a spot. You know, what's up, Jibot? Yeah, well, give it about 5 minutes and we'll be eating, Diana. You know, John, what's up, John? Some diced tomatoes would be really good on top of this, you know. But, you know, play with what you got sometimes. What's up, Starbright? Yeah. I think we're probably meat's cooked through by now. Yeah, more or less gyros, I guess you would call them. We'll see how they turn out, but no, these shells suck. I might need the non-stick pan. Nope, not Walmart, but the local. I agree with that, Starbright. Lots of shit tortillas out there. very few good tortillas, and just because I want small tortillas doesn't mean I want shit tortillas. And then you get burrito shell tortillas, and then it's like chewing on a tire. You know, I gotta learn how to make my own, but that's future status. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna be healthy and get the spinach tortillas, and those really suck. But then so do the tomato ones. Then you look at the ingredients and the nutritional information, and they're just as bad. Yeah, I just got done running. It's been super humid, so I turned the air conditioning off because it keeps dripping water everywhere. So, but life goes on, right? So this is mostly post-run, but yeah, it's warm in here. I'm gonna go kick on the air since I'm sweating though. So let's start with the fajita tortillas. They're kind of like the nice middle ground here. Let's go ahead. We'll start with the sauce on the bottom for this situation here. Yeah, and that's just a sour cream base, a little bit of lemon juice, seasoning, chili, garlic, however you want to do it, all right? So now that we got that in play, let's go ahead, get your ground lamb in here. Let's put it right on top of a good amount. Probably these two will be enough. I won't even need to use small shitty taco shells, but just in case. So you got that going for you. A little bit of cucumber in there. A little bit of lettuce. You want a little bit more lemon juice in this, and this will thin it out and make it more of a, say, a little bit more liquidy. A little bit more lemony too, so, but that's kind of what I'm going for here. If you want to hit it off with hot sauce or whatever you want. Yeah, you can heat yours in the microwave. You can do that. If you have a microwave, but I do not happen to have a microwave. Yeah, it should be yummy. Creamy, delicious. Cucumbers give it a little bit of crunch. Well, thank you, Saman. Mm. Tastes excellent. Now this one, if I had feta cheese, I definitely would add feta cheese. Closest thing I got though is blue cheese, but I think is probably just as good. There we go. And blue cheese has some funk to it, so that'll definitely give it plenty of flavor. You know, feta's a little bit more neutral, but either way, I mean, basically whatever you like, just throw in a tortilla and it's gonna be okay. If you like feta, add feta. If you like blue cheese, add blue cheese. If you don't like either, don't add neither. Mm. But if you do add blue cheese or feta, you definitely will taste it. I don't know about feta being the best. Feta might make the top 10, you know. Obviously, you got your Parmesan, you got your cheddar, you got your provolone, you got your Asiago, you got your mozzarella. All sorts of, you know, mascarpone, Parmesan. You could use Parmesan too. Pecorino Romano is pretty good. It has its place, you know. Cream cheese, mascarpone, blue cheese, then maybe feta. You know, might be top 10. What's up, Cube? Yeah, I would feel healthier eating feta, but then you taste, you know, it's so salty. So, you know, apparently if you're not watching your sodium, maybe, you know. I just think, when I think of feta, you know, I just associate it with like healthy foods like salads and shit. So I can see where you're coming from on that. A little bit of a base layer. Yeah, salad, yeah. Food is, I guess it's a gyro, whatever you want to call it. because I am from America and I'm proud of it. Yep, ground lamb. Just from the freezer section at the grocery store. It turned out pretty good. But, lamb has a flavor. You either like lamb or you don't. Mm. Yeah, probably. I'd like to get into Middle Eastern food a little bit more. It's not really an area that I know a whole lot about. Closest I've come, I spent some time in Sicily, lived there for a couple of years, so definitely a little bit of Middle East influence there. But yeah, shawarma is good. A good kebab, a good doner kebab, very very tough to beat that. Yeah, I'm not opposed to trying the Persian food thing. Just gotta look some stuff up, find the ingredients. Mm. What's going on, Cheeseburger? Welcome back. Yeah, Persian food. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say it does not beat Italian food. Yeah. Yeah. So we can do a little bit of a recap here for Cheeseburger. So I got a little sour cream based sauce, a little bit of lemon juice, garlic, chili, maybe paprika, salt, garlic, whatever you wanted. We got ground lamb seasoned with kind of your Italian blend, your Mediterranean, so your oregano, your thyme, paprika, salt, pepper, nothing crazy. If you had fresh parsley would be excellent on this, added after the fact, or even a. So let's fill these up since these are the last shells I'm bothering making there. Now you got a little bit of cucumber diced up. I'll give it a little bit of a crunch. I enjoy that texture. On a little bit of blue cheese crumbles because I didn't have feta. If you had feta on hand, I would recommend using feta over blue cheese because blue cheese is kind of powerful. It does kind of take over the dish, but I like blue cheese, so just pretend this is feta, all right? A little bit of lettuce on top for a little crunch. I would say flavor, but lettuce has no flavor. So I guess for visual appeal, and just a little bit of your sauce on top there. Now, if you didn't want to use sour cream, you could probably use Greek yogurt for the sauce, or you could even probably get away with a mayo base, but definitely better this way. Oh, the babies are good, Danny. Thank you for asking. Well, this is what we end up with, alright? From start to finish of the meal, about 30 minutes, so that's pretty good. I mean, so this is definitely a quick one. If you have meat thawed out ahead of time, honestly, you can use any ground meat, whether that's beef, chicken, lamb, goat. You could probably use shrimp, or hell, even fish. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you use for your protein, to be honest. Well, thank you, Cheeseburger. And then just a glass of white wine would go great with it. Right now I got, kind of non-alcoholic athletic IPA. Well, isn't bad. It isn't bad. But a nice cold glass of cold white wine would go perfect with this. But here we are. That was a kitchen cabinet accident. I have Ellie, and it's good. I mean, just to give it a little bit of kind of that acidic kick, a little bit of vinegar and cucumbers and onion. Yeah, it's good. I mean, really kind of like pico de gallo with a little bit extra vinegar poured in, you know what I'm saying? That's all good. Wieners! Obviously, just make sure the pan's not too hot before you give it to them, or if there's anything in there that's going to hurt them. Some people freak out about onions and garlic. I don't know. Do the Amish have electric stoves, Bola? Come on. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for lunch here. So dogs seem to enjoy it. All right, but yeah, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for joining for the lunch. We're gonna do probably fish tacos tonight. We got some marlin. I did a half-ass job, trimming them up, but we'll trim them up before we go. But probably fish tacos, or I don't know, maybe I'll make it into a dip or something tonight, but we'll see. Well, with that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. Maybe see you tonight, tomorrow, whenever. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Ciao.